We're at a job where there is a mother bird and her babies living in a soffit. They are starlings, so we are going to head up and open up the soffit. I've already seen the babies, but I'll show you the babies and we'll be able to put them in our jug, but you're going to see the whole process unfold right here up close. So we'll head up. I can hear them chirping as I get closer because they usually would chirp when their mother gets close. So they're inside the soffit here. This is the opening that they were getting in through, but when I look in, the babies are about right there to the left, so I'm going to have to pull that piece down to just show you and get access to them. So we're going to, it looks like the soffit's a bit short for this piece, that's why it fell down in the first place. It's just coming down pretty easy. There might be a nail here. Yeah. I'll set it together. So it's just staples that hold in that soffit to the board here. Okay. Whoa. Okay, and if you come here, you can see the nest. Still can't see the babies, but the nest goes pretty far back, so I'll start pulling some out. So we're just going to start pulling the nest. But there might be, oh, I feel them. There's a lot of them, it feels like. Let's try to grab one. Come on. Oh. There we go. Baby starling. There's a lot more than just this guy. So we'll bring him out and I'll keep grabbing for the rest. So before I keep going, I'm going to take some of the nesting material and put it in the jug so that I can place these guys just inside the jug. Oh, he pooped. So without pulling where the babies are, I'm just going to take some nesting material and shove it inside the jug. Get some help here. Okay. I don't want to take the bulk of the nest yet because the rest of the babies are in it. But the mom always makes the nest out of twigs. She actually has some feathers in here. There's pretty big twigs. Some grass, some leaves, really whatever she can find. Okay, so baby number one. You see their furry little heads and their yellow beaks.
I'll take it.
Okay, so I'll let you put them in.
One in. Pretty big for this time of year.
Okay, we will reach for number two. There's number two. And these guys would have never left the nest before. They just have been in the nest since they've been born. The mother comes in and feeds them, and then she continues that process all day long. There's the second guy. Number 3. Oh, it's okay.
They're not the cutest of birds.
Their bellies are full.
Oh, and they're pooping as they go. And the mother actually even used a feather from another bird to build her nest.
Okay, there's definitely more. Another little guy and another feather coming along with him. They're so funny looking.
They're funny
They look
looking.
grumpy. They're grumpy little faces.
And you can see their feathers haven't quite opened up yet. They're just still in the sheaths. And gradually they open up and allow the feather to spread open. Okay, buddy. They're very clumsy at this age.
So for those of you who don't know, the reason we use the jug is so that the mother can continue feeding her babies until they're ready to leave the nest. We just don't want them living inside the soffit anymore. But they will hang the jug beneath, which you'll see after, which will allow her to continue feeding them until they're ready and big enough to leave the nest on their own. So this might be the last guy, but I'll double check in a second.
5 in total?
Yes, 5 so far, but I'm just going to check if there's another. And I'm not feeling any, but I'm going to remove this whole nest so that we can be 100% sure. So this is a huge nest that's about to come out. You will be able to see exactly where they were lying. And if you look inside, that's where they were. They were right in this little hole that the mother has made. And as you can see, she made a huge nest. We made the perfect nest for them. So you can see these are from some bushes. There's some straw. There's feathers. She has some plastic in there. It's one of those mystery bars, the candy. Some leaves, grass, pretty much anything she can find. But she makes the center a bit more soft than the outside. So we'll just place it in the bag. And there still is more, so we want to clear out the whole nest. And as you can see, it's pretty much clear. We'll just get the last little bit. So the soffit is now free of a bird nest, free of the birds, and we will continue with the rest of the job. So now that the birds in the nest are out of here, we can put this soffit back up. You just have to be careful pushing all of this in. And see how the light is here? This is the pot light. So because it's so heavy, that could have caused this area to drop in the first place, and it was only attached by those staples. So that could have just popped down on its own over time, and then the mother bird just saw that as an opportunity to go in. So since you can see this isn't even staying up, so I'm going to have to put some screws in it to hold it. And I'll start with closest to the light here. I'm going to put a few in just because the light is so heavy. We don't want it popping back down once we've left. So you can see some twigs still hanging down. Just clear those up for them. You put one more screw over here, and then it should be secure. Birds won't be able to get back in through there. They wouldn't have been able to open the soffit in the first place either. It was just that it had already fallen for them, which allowed them to make their way in very easily. Push this back, and it's secure. Hi. I just wondering if you wanted to see one of the babies. Yeah, they're baby starlings.
Oh my God. Oh, they are starlings.
Yeah, they're starlings. Their mouth is so cool with the yellow.
Oh my
Yeah.
goodness, wow.
And the reason it's actually yellow is because it gives the mom a target when she comes in. So she knows where their mouths are to
that's so
feed them.
cool.
Yeah, to put the worms in their mouth.
Oh, is that ever
But
sweet?
eventually all their wings will turn into feathers, and then they'll be able to fly out. Yeah. So they are about a month away to be able to leave.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
But
so we'll-
you'll notice when they're gone because you won't see the activity anymore.
right.
But yeah, the jug will put right beneath, and we already got the nest out and everything. So
Awesome.
yeah, they're pretty cool.
Oh, thanks for sharing.
Yeah, no problem.
That's really neat.
So just clean up the rest of the nesting material so it's not a huge mess on this roof for the customer. Birds put in a lot of work to build a nest like this because they can only carry one. They would carry about that at a time and bring it all in. This is days of work for the parent birds. And the mother and father are involved in the baby bird's life. It's not like raccoons where it's just the mother. Both parent birds are around. Okay, and the wind will get the rest off. So the nest, as you can see, takes up the entire bottom of this garbage bag. It's a lot. So it's time to put the jug up here, right in close proximity where she was going in. So she was going in right here. We'll attach them to the soffit here. When she comes back and realizes that's not open anymore, she will see the jug. She'll probably spend a little bit of time exploring it, but they'll be chirping, so she'll be able to find them pretty easily. So we just take a screw and washer and attach them to the soffit. This will be secure, and this will stay in place until they leave the nest. So we have the jug here. The customer is more than happy for them to live here. She's very happy that the family's staying together. So she will be able to continue seeing the mother feed them for the next month or so. And at that time we would come back to remove the jug, and job would be complete at that point. But we're going to stick around for a little while just to see if we can watch the mother try to figure out the jug. And if not, we'll leave them here and the homeowner will see it happen later.